Now I find myself a father of 3, and I long to tell them and teach them about their grandmother and grandfather, who they hardly even knew or never met. As the years have passed and so much has changed, the family still lives 20 minutes away from one another, but with more than 100 people, it's hard to get together. Recently, when I was offered a really good job in Pennsylvania, I decided to take it. And of course, my heart is saddened at the idea of being so far away from my family. But I have to think of saving money for my kids' college tuition and for their future. But before I moved, I had to do one project. Ever since my mom passed away, all of our family pictures and movies have been rotting away in my brother's attic. I had to go and I had to get these and save them before they would be destroyed forever. In getting the photographs and movies, I invited my Aunt Jerry over to help me understand all these people and all these situations that I saw. And as she told me story after story, I started to reconnect with my family again. And I was filled with the desire to call and talk with my aunts and uncles. I wanted to hear all their stories. I wanted to relive their lives in a way. When I think of moving 5 hours away to Pennsylvania, away from everybody that I know and love, I think of my great-grandparents, the Enricos. Dominic and Rose Enrico married and began their family in San Giacomo, Italy. Dominic came to America at the turn of the century by himself, and he later sent for his wife Rose and his 18-month-old daughter Mary. They settled in Hoboken, and they added 8 other children to their family. The first was my grandmother Mary. She was followed by Peter, Thomas, Gerald, Mildred, Dominic, Pasquale, Anthony, and Michael. I thought of the great courage that these 2 people possessed, leaving Italy and leaving all the people they ever knew and loved to come here for a dream, to come here for a better life for their children. And I thought, this is what I'm doing for my family. As the years wore on in Hoboken, Rose became ill and Dominic would take over the household chores. After a hard day's work at Ferguson's propeller factory, he would come home to cook for his 9 children, eating only after each of them was satisfied. He was a loving husband and father and so self-sacrificing for his family. He was known for his kind, generous, and peaceful personality. And my mother Rachel, his granddaughter, would say he was a gem among gems. Rose and Dominic had a loving and devoted marriage that would last over 50 years. In fact, Dominic died exactly 3 months to the day after Rose died. Everyone said he died of a broken heart. The Enrico family was the salt of the earth. Led by Dominic, the family was loving, generous, and full of joy. Their many smiles will linger in my memory, and their good-natured spirit will linger in my heart. In March of 1922,